People are struggling to be productive. Productivity is difficult. Getting everything done that needs to get done seems like an insurmountable task. What's up, boss? It's me, your girl, Andrea, the BU boss herself, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about time management because listen, I don't care which way you spin it. We only have 24 hours in a day, but we feel like we need more time to get done all the things that need to get done. So today I'm going to share with you 6 different types of time you need to make sure are on your calendar. And I believe in creating a zero-sum batched calendar so that you've allotted for all of your time and all of your day. And that way you make sure that you get everything in that needs to get done and you give yourself plenty of time to do it. People are struggling to be productive. I teach about productivity in the Project CEO. So I know it can be challenging. However, I also know that when you are very clear about who you are, what you want, how you operate, and what you need to do and be your best, you can create a calendar system that will work for you. Because I get it, the struggle is real. Productivity is difficult. Getting everything done that needs to get done seems like an insurmountable task, but it is not insurmountable, and I'm here to help you with that today. The things that happen when you are trying to listen to someone else tell you how to manage your calendar, you find yourself imitating someone else's process, right? I can give you my process of how I manage my time, but it's not going to work for you necessarily because maybe you aren't like me. Maybe you don't value the same things. So that's why these 6 times that I'm going to share with you are so important, because as long as you have them, you can manipulate them on your calendar as you see fit. That is the best way, in my opinion, to create time management in your day, in your life, in your business. The other thing is that when you are trying to imitate someone else's process, the question is, can they really tell you how you need to spend your time, right? Just like I said, I could give you my process, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you because we're not the same and we don't value the same thing. Also, when you are not managing your calendar well, managing your time well, it makes you feel like you may adopt the should do versus could do mentality. So I was listening to a speaker this week at an event, and she said that should is could with shame attached to it. And so stop shaming yourself. Stop making yourself feel bad because you can't get certain things done in your day because you're trying to follow someone else's idea or someone else's process for time management. Again, these 6 types of time that I'm going to share with you are going to help you create your own process, but also ensure that you get the right things on your calendar and you have a place for everything. Also, some of the contributing causes to your lack of productivity are that you're failing to, again, account for all of your time. You're leaving too much up for grabs. You put things on your calendar that need to be done, but you're not filling up the rest of your calendar so that you know when you have room for things. So therefore you find that you might be overbooking. You may tell someone that you can't do something when you actually can do it. So I'm just going to share with you these tips, these different types of time, because I feel like it is something that has really helped me, but it was only possible because I created a personal framework and I know what I need to do and be my best. So I know what type of time I value most and where I want to make sure it gets in my day so that I don't compromise that. And I'm able to manage other people's expectations. I think that is such a big deal. Setting boundaries and managing other people's expectations are a huge component to managing your time and being productive. So let's get into these different types of time. The first one is your personal time. Now, you heard me talk about this before. I wake up every morning and I have a good hour to an hour and a half. I make sure I get up in enough time to have this hour to an hour and a half where I do things like take my medicine, I drink my coffee, I watch Good Morning America, I talk to my best friend on the phone, and I just sort of lounge and I get my day started slowly. I do not like to get up and just start hitting the ground running. It's not that I can't get up early. I can. I just don't like to get up and immediately start working. I like to ease into my day. So this is where I make sure my personal time is on my calendar. It's also where I might put in a little exercise, a little yoga, and I make sure that I do my devotion and my gratitude journal and prayer time and things like that. And so I make make sure that I have that personal time on my calendar. It doesn't have to be just one time. Like right now I have it on my calendar from 7:30 to 9 or from 7 to 8:30. And so these are the things that I do in that hour and a half. The next type of time that you should have on your calendar is family time. And here is, if you're a mother, then maybe you are getting the kids ready for school. You are packing lunches. You are making dinner. You are helping with homework. You are getting kids ready for bed. This is what I would consider family time. Maybe it's the weekend where you are, going to soccer games and you're going on dates with your husband and your kids, like as a family unit. It's going to church. These are things that happen with your family. So you want to make sure that you have family time on your calendar. All right, before we get into the rest of these videos, I want to make sure that you are aware of the Project CEO program that is launching soon, or maybe it's launched by the time this video comes out. It is a comprehensive program that's going to help you find the harmony between your personal life and your business life so that you can have a quality of life. It is also how you are going to transition from being a boss to being a CEO. So if you're looking for something like that in your life, then you should look at the description down below, find the link where I am sharing with you my reservation list. Get on that list for discounts. If it has not launched already, then you will have access to amazing discounts that you won't get any other time. And also you'll be in the know of when new things are coming down the pipeline for Project CEO. So make sure you get on the reservation list and you will have access to any discounts that happen at that time. All right, let's get into these next 4 different types of time. The next type of time is your work time. This is where you are going to put on your calendar the time that you work, especially if you are an entrepreneur, which is typically probably why you're watching this video. If you're an entrepreneur, then you know that you have certain hours of the day where you are most productive, that you are most creative, that you have clearer thought, and you have the freedom to actually really do the work that needs to be done in your business. So you need to make sure that you have those blocks of time on your calendar. The next one is my favorite type of time, and that is my boo time. And that is what I put on my calendar to make sure that my husband and I are connecting, whether it's going on a date, just he and I, whether it's sitting in front of the television and we're just kind of vegging out, enjoying each other's company, talking about the day. It's just he and I being in each other's presence and enjoying one another. So I make sure that that time is on my calendar because I do believe that my husband is like number one priority. I love my kids, and even when they were growing up, I felt like our relationship together was the most important relationship. And so I made sure that we spent that quality time together and continued to work on our relationship even when our children were younger. Our relationship was the priority. Now, the final type of time that I think is very important for you to have on your calendar is miscellaneous time. And this is time that you have on your calendar so that whenever a doctor's appointment is necessary, or a girlfriend wants to go to lunch, or you need to do something that's outside of the ordinary of your day, you have pockets of time that you've already set aside for those things. I set aside Tuesdays and Thursdays between 10 and 2, where I know I can, if I have to, go to a doctor's appointment, meet someone, go pick something up, do a favor for a friend, but that is miscellaneous time. So I don't have to think about it. I know that if someone needs to make an appointment, immediately I can say, well, my Tuesdays and Thursdays are open pretty much at these times. And let me just check to make sure I haven't put anything else in that time frame. But the time has already been set. So listen, guys, when it comes to managing your time, I suggest that you take my advice and fill your calendar, block your calendar off. I call it a zero-sum blocked calendar, where you are allotting for all of your time. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to go into your Google Calendar and block it off and color code it and all of that. But I do think that you should consider these types of time. And then I want you to decide what is the best time for your boo time, personal time, miscellaneous time. But you can reverse engineer for things. So I hope this helps you. Make sure that you have clicked the subscribe button and you are aware of next videos coming out by hitting that notification bell. Go ahead and subscribe, and also get on that reservation list to become a part of Project CEO. You can apply to see if it's something that will work for you. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you again later. Goodbye.